Hello. The San Francisco Ethics Commission would like to welcome you to this video series on Proposition D for officers and employees of the City and County of San Francisco. In this video, we'll discuss the exceptions to the restricted source rule before and after Proposition D passed in 2024. Proposition D prohibits city officers and employees from soliciting, coordinating, facilitating, or accepting gifts from restricted sources for themselves, their family members, or other city officials. Before Proposition D, the exceptions to state gift rules applied to gifts from restricted sources in San Francisco. But these state exceptions were not created with the city's rule in mind and created loopholes that undermined the local law. Take the state exception for gifts received from a longtime friend, for example. By applying this exception to the city's restricted source rule, a city officer or employee could justify accepting gifts from someone who contracts with their department by claiming that the contractor was their longtime friend. That doesn't sound right. When Proposition D goes into effect on October 12, 2024, state exceptions will no longer apply to the city's gift rule. Gifts from restricted sources will be prohibited no matter if they are received in the home of the restricted source, exchanged during special occasions, or regardless of whether the restricted source is a longtime friend. Visit the Ethics Commission website for the complete list of state gift exceptions. If you are a local official who files the Statement of Economic Interest, also known as Form 700, the state exceptions still apply to the state gift limits and for the purpose of filing your form. Proposition D also changes previous local exceptions to the restricted source rule. With Proposition D, the exception for gifts from a restricted source worth $25 or less, up to 4 times a year, is narrowed to routine office courtesies provided by a restricted source at their place of business. We will discuss this exception in the next slide. Gifts of food or drink from a restricted source for city officers and employees to share in the office are no longer allowed. Beginning October 2024, there will be new exceptions to the prohibition of gifts from restricted sources. Some of these exceptions are routine office courtesies with an aggregate value of $25 or less, up to 4 times a year, that the restricted source provides at their place of business, regardless of official status, when a city officer or employee must visit that place of business to carry out city duties. Routine office courtesies include bottled water, coffee, small snacks, something to write on, and similar items, but not alcohol. Free attendance at a widely attended conference, seminar, or ceremony is not considered a gift where attendance is appropriate to the city officer or employee's duties, and the organizer of the event provides free attendance voluntarily. Admission to an event where the city official makes a speech is also allowed, so long as the person who organizes the event provides the admission. There are also some exceptions regarding gifts of event tickets from restricted sources. A ticket for an official and 1 guest for admission to an event is allowed if the official performs a ceremonial role on behalf of their agency at the event. A single ticket provided by a 501c3 nonprofit to a fundraiser hosted by the nonprofit is allowed if it is used by an official whose attendance is necessary for official city duties. The ticket may not be used for an employee appreciation or as a reward for public service. A single ticket to an art exhibit, performance, sporting, cultural event, provided by the organizer is allowed if used by an official whose attendance is necessary for official city duties. The city department must receive the tickets and decide who goes to the event. There are state and local requirements for departments to disclose these gifts of tickets. Visit the Ethics Commission's website, sfethics.org, for a complete list of exceptions to the restricted source rule. In this video, we discussed that the city gift rule applies in a wide range of scenarios, and there are also several exceptions to the rule. However, the most important rule is to ask. If you are unsure whether you may accept a gift, seek advice before accepting to avoid breaking the law. Contact the Ethics Commission at 415-252-3100 or ethics.commission@sfgov.org. We are here to assist you. Thank you for watching. This video is not a substitute for advice from the Ethics Commission. Seek advice from the Ethics Commission anytime you need to know how the law applies to your own conduct.